girl chat. Oh, yes. All right, well, listen to this, folks. In a recent article in EliteDaily.com, writer Zara Bari says she thought drinking before and during dates made it easier to relax, right? Makes sense. But years later, she realized that there were benefits to dating sober.
Oh.
Let that sink in for a second.
Yeah.
Here's what she said. One day when I was 29 years old, I found myself on a sober date, and then everything changed for me. I suddenly knew sober dates were pivotal if I didn't want to keep wasting my damn time feeling unsure about the person. Okay, it makes sense.
Yeah.
So, I gotta ask you ladies, are women and men missing out if they are in like a haze of drinks while dating?
Sober dating?
Are you down?
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, that is not a date. That's a job interview, okay?
I agree. Okay, I actually think your first date should be a sober date. Not even like a glass? Or two? Okay, when
You
they
guys,
say
we're not
sober, does she
dating
mean just not drunk?
No,
Or she means
You
no
don't gotta get
alcohol
drunk. Don't
at
get
all?
drunk.
I mean, I say your first date, you know, like I'm a sturdy girl, so I can have 4 drinks, you know, I'm sturdy.
Okay.
But somebody like y'all, you know, I would say 1.5, you know.
1.5?
Yeah.
I'd say have a glass of wine on a first date.
That's
no more
one.
than that, because can I be honest? Before I go in and like...
You can have a shot.
A shot is nice. That's too far.
No.
I know that I'm gonna be safe with you if I start feeling it.
Well,
A shot is not too far,
Yeah.
Adrian. When you have a drink, it's generally a shot in the cocktail.
Jeannie, I said no. You're not gonna force me to drink on a date.
Okay,
No,
I think it depends on why you drink. If you are drinking to become a different form of yourself, then yes, I think that's affecting
No.
why you're dating. But for me, I always think about work. I'm always thinking about what I have to do tomorrow. I'm thinking about what I didn't do today. That drinking makes my mind go, it's time to kiki. So it just turns my mind off.
Oh,
So I need
time
a
to
sip.
have fun.
Yeah, it makes me.
Yeah,
it makes
it
me stop
relaxes
thinking
you.
about
Yeah.
But I also like to see how he handles drinking. So that's the reason why I like alcohol during my dates. Plus, he has to pay for the drink. See, this is a man that did this article. Talking about don't have no alcohol during
Okay.
because you cheat. That's what it is, all right? No,
we have a
I
real
don't have
conversation?
alcohol when I want to have alcohol. I'm a
Exactly.
sturdy girl. I can handle my liquor, all right?
Don't take away her liquor.
I think it just depends on how much you have. Like
Yes.
for me,
I say
like
4.
to have.
Oh,
okay,
girl.
4 is different for me.
I'm a sturdy girl.
Yes, you're a sturdy girl. I think I would like to have, when I was dating Adam, I usually have 1 glass or 2 because I like to feel nice.
Is that before
I
you
like
got
just
to know him?
feel relaxed.
Or is it
yeah,
the
on
very
my
beginning?
On my first date, I had a glass of wine. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
1 glass.
Yeah, 1 glass.
I do think it's kind of whack if you need alcohol to go out on a date. You know what I'm saying? Like if you actually
Yeah,
need
alcoholic?
alcohol, you know what I mean? Like,
Or like you nervous or that you don't like the person only if you're drinking.
But you guys, I don't
you know
think
there are
there's
people that
anything wrong
you
if
only
you're
enjoy.
feeling-
Oh my God, you guys, seriously. I
Tell
don't think there's anything wrong if you're feeling a little nervous to have just like a glass.
And I
agree.
think, you know,
but there are
but-
people that you can only hang out with and tolerate with a drink.
I don't think there's anything wrong with having the bottle, okay? If
no,
it's over dinner,
this girl.
a bottle is
Maybe if you share the
glasses.
bottle, share the bottle, two.
No,
Oh.
if you need alcohol in order to enjoy the person, check yourself. There's something up there. That's not cool, right? And if you need alcohol to have a good time, come on now. That's not a great place either.
But you just said you needed to relax.
Yeah, I don't think you. No, for me, but I'm saying it
helps
But
to
I
don't
don't
need
need it to have a good
Right.
time with you guys.
Right.
If we go to a dry.
I need it for
restaurant-
y'all, because y'all be talking. I'm like, ooh,
Okay, I have a
give
really
me
great
a
point.
drink.
I have a really great point.
Love y'all.
So I say after you've dated this person and now you know that you do like them, I actually think drinking can be helpful because people know that alcohol sometimes can be like truth serum. Have you ever bonded with somebody from drinking?
Yeah.
Oh, I've had some of my greatest moments with people, and we became mad close and mad tight because we both were like, girl,
And
I
why
can't,
is
and
that?
you can't
Because
either.
the alcohol releases your inhibition.
Yes, I
so
became
you know,
great friends with people over, like, girl, you were drunk, I was drunk too, and we bonded over that.
But see, like I said, I agree with you. Don't get drunk.
Yeah, there's a difference.
Just enough to relax
I
and
think you
feel
gotta
good.
get drunk one time with that person.
As long as you
one
feel
time.
safe,
Yeah.
you're in a safe environment,
Once you've
and you can
established.
trust the person to be
Yes.
drunk
But you
with.
gotta trust yourself too.
Yeah.
Like you gotta go into the date knowing what you are down to do and what you're not down to do. Does that make sense?
I'm down for anything, baby. It's time.
Okay,
I don't
but
know.
seriously, wait, don't front, Jeannie. The times that we've had a nice amount of drinks.
Yes.
Me and Lonnie end up in a corner crying, talking about when I was 7.
I'm
this
getting
happened to
Kleenex
me.
for you guys.
We're telling each other our deepest, darkest secrets. We get comfortable.
I do that here and I'm not drunk, so that's just me. That's, you know what I'm saying?
I've had some great conversations.
We have had great conversations.
When we've been a little under the influence.
Yes, it does happen. I just know that there has also been times, because I'm mature now and I know how much I can drink. We know our limit. Yeah, I'm growing, I'm getting there. But there was a time when I didn't know, you know, you gotta practice. When you're in your mid-20s, you don't know if it's 2 drinks, 3 drinks, 1 drink. You don't know where to handle yourself.
I'm 33 and I still don't know. And let me tell you
That's
why.
what I'm trying to say.
Guys, I'm not being funny. I've literally had 1 drink one time and been like, oh, fine. I could have the exact same the other day and be like, not fine. Like,
Really? And then I have girlfriends
it just
who go,
affects me different on different days.
I have girlfriends that say, I will not sleep with them. I will just get to know them. I promise, not even a kiss. 2 drinks later, their shirt's over their head. They don't know what happened.
Well, you know what? That's why
limits,
you do
though.
need to stay sober if you like that, all right?
Cheers, ladies. Cheers. Now,
Cheers.
I want to know, have you ever been too shy to ask out the man or woman of your dreams? Well, according to one woman, you should just go for it. According to Stephanie Mandel of Thought Catalog, people need to stop saying things like, oh, they're out of my league. Because according to her, leagues don't even exist.
Facts.
Mandel explains that how hot you are, how fun you are, is totally subjective, and that these leagues that we create are just safeguards that we come up with to help avoid rejection. Ooh, that's deep. So ladies, have you ever been guilty of thinking that somebody was out of your league? Right?
I've been out of their league, I'll tell you that.
Elaborate.
Yeah.
Do tell.
You know, when you looking at him, you know, you go to the bar. We got to go to the court, okay?
Oh, I'm
we got to
ready.
go to the court,
I'm ready.
right? And they always come at you. If anybody goes, no.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No player.
But have you ever dated someone that other people thought were out of your league?
Oh,
and
don't
you
that
thought-
hurt? When they make you, they tell you that?
Yeah, they're like, oh my God, he's not. And you're like, and in your eyes, they are the most gorgeous, most handsome, most sexy. And that's like when you have the syndrome where you have the picture of them in their phone and you try to show them to your friends. You're like, so this is Kim. And they're like, no, it's just a bad picture. Let me show you another one. And you're like, I still don't get it. No. This is just, he just takes really bad pictures. One more. So I'm like, yo, but he's real cool. He's got a great personality. So this is what I think. I think that we should stop putting these titles, and I think it's so important for us not to think about these things because the woman or the man of your dreams could be, in your mind, out of your league. Yeah. Don't ever allow that to stop you. There's a lot of beautiful women out here that we're like, well, why? Well, what's up? Like, they'll say, no guy's ever hit on me. And it's because men are intimidated or they think she's out of my league.
Maybe that was happening to me when I was in college. I used to think that all the time. Like, Lonnie, you say this a lot, you know, people, you know, it's important to date a lot. I really didn't date a lot because people really just didn't ask me. So I guess I was out of their league?
Yeah, it could be. No, I'm not being funny. In their mind, they could think, oh, she's a celebrity. She's, you know, she's got so much money. Like,
you on TV.
Even the money thing, you guys, the money thing is a big deal. A lot of men think that if a woman is successful and she has her own money, that means that she's out of their league. Because, you know, oh, our money doesn't match up. You guys, love is love is love is love is love is love. And none of that matters. When you like somebody ugly,
that is true.
Cute, whatever.
Don't come to me broke. Oh, that's all I say.
Hey,
I think it's so, women though are the first.
Some job, work at the grocery store.
You can work and be broke, but
somewhere.
Those are basics though. Those are basics just responsibilities. But I meet more women who actually degrade themselves. Women take themselves and put them below what they think their worth is, rather than actually looking for somebody who is in their league or out of their league. I hear my girlfriends always beat themselves up. And I guess working in this industry, I was a makeup artist, I was a stylist, so you meet a lot of people that are just good looking. And I noticed that people, when they're good looking, that's what they rely upon. They rely upon their good looks, and that fades, that goes somewhere.
It really does.
And it's kind of ugly when you don't have that all fixed up inside.
Yeah.
So I think just worry about yourself, make yourself a good person.
Because other than that, it's just congratulations, you got a nice face.
Boom.
And speaking of criticism, a recent Reddit poll asked men to determine what they like to see in a single woman's house. Yes, they criticized what is in your house, okay? Some of their responses included books, candles, and no other sign of a man. Like no signs that there was any man here before.
I feel that.
So Lonnie, I have to ask you, are there certain items that you keep in your house to entice men when they come over?
Xbox and juice box and
Oh my God!
They never leave.
Netflix
And chill.
and chill.
Yeah.
You know, I had a man that was actually jealous of me because I had a goldfish.
What?
I know
Why
that
was he
sound
jealous of
weird.
that?
He didn't want me to have any type of pets, and I didn't consider a goldfish. I'm like, a goldfish is not really a pet, and he got mad at me because I had a goldfish.
Oh, he petty.
I want to know why you had a
You know,
goldfish.
that's how jealous he was. I had to let him go, and I kept the goldfish. All right, you know, the goldfish only lasted 2 weeks after that, so you know.
Okay, wait. Can I tell you guys something? It's a little nest.
Then don't say
God.
it.
Can you say it for daytime?
Because I want to tell my
think
ladies
so.
a good tip, okay?
Okay.
If you single and you want your man or a man to come over, you have you something baking in that oven, okay?
That's true.
You bake you some cookies.
That is so clueless.
Yeah, Duncan Hines got a nice little
So true.
butter cake. That aroma is amazing in the house.
Tamar, I had a candle that smelled like cake.
He lost his mind. Yeah, because it reminds me of that cake. Yeah, and I'm telling you, like, you want your little cookie? I got you. You sure you're not hungry? I get you some cookies and
Yes.
some coffee.
Or what you do is you go to the bakery and get you some
Yes.
cookies and put them in the oven like I do.
that
and put
works.
it just a little bit. Don't burn them so that they still can smell.
That
And you be like, here you go, boo. I
That's what
baked it
I'm
just for
saying.
you.
They like that. They love it like that.
Well, from a good deed to good loving, when you start dating someone new, you like to get it on 24/7. Ain't that true?
Yeah.
However, a recent article on Elite Daily asks how often you should really be sleeping over.
Uh-oh.
The article explains that healthy boundaries are important and that wanting to stay over too much can actually make you look clingy and put a strain on the relationship. So
Yeah.
ladies,
Repeat
how
that. Repeat
make
that
you look
one more.
clingy and put a strain on the relationship.
Okay, got you.
So ladies, how often do you think someone should be sharing the bedroom with their new boo?
Now, when we say new, how new is it?
Yes. How much time do we think? I think today, 6 months
Yes.
in is a comfortable time where you can have your toothbrush stay over.
Yeah.
Is that a good time?
That's a
But
long
how many
time.
times?
What you guys think? Like
Long
what?
time, Jean.
But how many-
What time do you think?
Yell out a time, audience. I gotta hear this.
Oh, she said married.
Married.
Lord
with that.
Jesus.
No, wait, are they saying how long or how many times you're
How
sleeping
long?
over?
And
She's trying to be a saint because she thinks her mama's watching the show right now. That's what's happening. She said when you're married, that's when it's appropriate.
This audience today,
No.
man, y'all full of it. all
Yeah,
right?
keep it real.
No, but I have a question. So what is it saying? Is it saying how long?
Like
you
say
guys
it's like
have been-
it's your first time
Spending
you
a
know,
night.
Yeah, having relations. How long should you stay overnight? Or should you, stay for a couple?
Look, when you run
stay
out of
the
clothes and
weekend?
you don't have no more
Should you-
clean panties, take your butt home and go get some new clothes.
No.
If it's been more than 3 days and you've been rocking the same thing for nah, fam. Go home, get you some new panties.
Okay. Yes. But Adrian.
Yes.
No, but Adrian, you have to be careful with that rule because some women don't know what's appropriate, so they be packing a small luggage over there.
He might
to stay
have a
for like
washing
weeks.
machine. If he got
No.
a washing machine, hey, it's all in
You don't need to be there.
I I think when it comes to a fresh relationship, when you're staying with your man, I think you always want to leave with them wanting more.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Don't stay where they're like, okay, girl, bye, double locking the door,
That's what I'm
changing
saying.
it.
Don't stay for like a week
Well,
or 2
first
weeks.
of all,
Go
this is
home.
why I like to control it, all right? So I had him come over to my house.
Smart
so
move.
when I'm ready for him to leave, I tell him I got to go to Denny's. I got to go.
Well, how long is that, Lonnie? Lonnie,
What's
how
the
long is
longest
that?
guy
Yeah,
has been?
how long
It
is it?
depends on how long. Now, like if you've been partying and it's a Friday night,
Okay.
you know, it's probably like you go, yeah, and then you go sleep over. You wake up in the morning and say, bye, boo, catch you later, you know.
That's the norm.
Okay,
That's
wait.
norm.
Okay,
So wait,
you've been
in-
more seasoned at dating than
Yes,
I
baby.
will be.
Well, you
okay?
guys, honestly, I'm like odd woman out because I was really, trying to stay celibate. So I didn't stay over because it was like a huge temptation for me.
Yes,
That's
I
just
was
me.
trying.
Hallelujah.
But did it work?
Yes, it did. So what I'm saying is, I'm just confused.
We have an audience of virgins here, so
Yeah.
this is amazing.
Yes, nobody
This is a
here.
miracle.
Everybody
we
here.
need
Wait,
the whole
So my
audience.
question is, you guys, seriously, okay, so my question is,
Yes.
don't these people have jobs? Like, what are you doing?
Well,
so do you
we're
go to
talking
your
about
you go
if
to your
it's-
job and then you come back and then you stay with the
We're
person?
talking about what if it's a Friday night or it's a
Friday
it's
nights
your
I
off
understand,
night.
but do
What
you
if it's-
only do this on a Friday night?
It might be. It depends on your off days, things like that. Seriously, that's what we're talking
There
about.
are people
Okay.
that
For
go to their job and guess what? Come right back to their man's house. Like there are people that, if they're dating the guy, they will come
Okay.
right back. Am I lying? No, I'm not.
Take
They will
it
come
further
right
than
back.
that.
And
There
what
are
happens-
people that have already set up a little drawer for your own self with your deodorant, your
Yeah.
tampons, your toothbrush. They even sometimes will make themselves their own key.
I take
you
that
know
and
who
put it
you
right
are.
back.
That
There
is
you go.
weird.
That is weird.
What were you
but
saying,
that's our
Lonnie?
advice.
What?
I have that. No, you don't leave nothing in my house because my other boo might catch me. So no.
See,
Take
okay,
everything.
so wait, so going back to what Lonnie was saying, when I start dating, I actually don't want people to come to my house because it's a lot harder than you think to kick
No,
somebody
because you
out.
want that control, Jeannie.
No, I want
You
the control to be like,
or you
bye,
yeah,
and
you
leave.
Can get up. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
'cause
Yeah.
if they're there at your house, how do
It's
you...
harder to get someone out, I would think, than for you to get up and
No,
walk
it's
out.
not. No, it's not. You got to go. That's it. That's it.
I do think it is important to keep some mystery. I don't know if any of you guys
Yes.
have ever read the book, The Rules.
Yes.
Okay, so there's this book, it's called The Rules, and I read it back in the day, and it actually says that you should keep some mystery. Like, for instance, they have some things in there that say you should treat yourself or act like a creature like none other, which means that you should hold yourself to a certain status, but more importantly, like if you're on a phone conversation, as a woman, you should always be the first to hang up. Like, so that
Yes,
you're
leave them-
Yeah, I remember
leave them
all of
hanging
that.
for more.
Yes.
And the other thing was to keep the mystery. I think this is kind of true, you guys, that if you keep a little bit of mystery there, you should never be there so long that he's looking at you like he wants you to
That's
leave.
so much
Leave
work.
before
No.
he wants you to leave.
But
That
she's
is so
look at
much
this, Look at
work.
this fine dressed gentleman. I feel like... Wait. What did he say? What did you say, sir?
What did you
what
say?
did you just say?
Yeah.
I said if you leave him wanting more,
Yeah.
Yes,
he'll always come back.
exactly.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I ain't thinking about him. I'm thinking about me. See, that's why y'all think about it in the wrong manner. What is it that you want, okay? That it ain't about him.
No, but
it's
that's-
about me. I don't care. No. We gotta change this thinking, ladies, okay? You are in control of what you want. You ain't gotta sit up here and play these games.
That's what
with
I'm
these
saying.
niggas.
That's
Don't do
way
that.
too much work.
You
I
say
don't
what
agree.
you
Way too
want
much
and
work.
how you want
Keep
it
the
and make
mystery.
it.
I
Keep the-
swear.
Keep
It's
the
not
mystery,
playing
but
games.
not staying overnight 3 or 4 straight days in a row.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Leave.
And don't get it twisted. What Adrian is saying is not to play games. It's you are booked, you are busy, you got a life.
Yes.
Do you? Don't live his life on your terms.
That's what I'm
Don't
saying.
do your thing.
Like,
I don't play.
Yes.
I don't play
Good
games.
work.
If I want to have relations, I have relations. I'm a grown woman. I don't have to play no games.
Welcome back. Nowadays, there are so many ways to find love, not to mention all the dating sites out there. It can be confusing. But sometimes your crush may be telling you how they really feel without saying so. So it's all in their behavior. Want to find out if he's really into you? Just ask the love editor.
As As reporters, we've taken an oath to keep it real with everyone who writes us asking for relationship advice. And our first letter is from, am I wasting my time? She says she met a guy who she's really into. They've only gone out on one date, but they've been texting back and forth for weeks. But here's the problem. Whenever she brings up hanging out again, he ignores the question and doesn't respond. She wants to know if he's into her or not. Jeannie, why don't you take this one?
Gladly. Oh my gosh. Now, this looks like he is straight up breadcrumbing you.
Oh.
Okay? This is when someone you like seems to like you, but only keeps the conversation surface and never commits to hanging out again. They don't try to make plans. They'll either change the subject or just flat out ignore you. This is the same person that likes to like your social media posts, but can't give you a text back. If you find that most of your conversations are via text only, girl, run. My advice, he's not that into you, boo. Get out before you waste more time.
People should be more honest. The truth hurts, but it's better to know now than never. Okay, our next letter is from Love Lost. It says, she's starting to see a guy that fell head over heels for her really fast, literally within a few weeks. She says she thought things were moving too quickly at first, but the guy did all the right things like calling, compliments, etc. She wants to know if she did something wrong. Oh. Adrienne, let me know.
Okay, girl, let me tell you, it's not you. This has love bombing written all over it, which is the complete opposite of breadcrumbing. Love lost. Your love bomber quickly fell in love, won you over, but had no intentions of committing. So he flipped the script once you started to catch feelings.
Say what?
Pay attention to those red flags, let me tell you. Those guys that are professing their love early into the relationship isn't always genuine if they don't really know you.
Wow.
This is just a pattern for them, and they will do this to the next person because they love themselves more than they love anyone else.
Wow. Okay.
That's a good one, too.
Wow, okay, that is tough love, but we gotta keep it going. Now, we've got more people to help. Ooh, this is a good one. Okay, Flirtation on 100 says that she's seeing someone she likes, but she can't commit because she likes to flirt and keep her options open just in case someone else better comes along.
Ooh.
Lonnie, what do you think of this?
You know, I can tell you exactly what's going on here. She's caught the cushioning bug. And this is the type of person you don't want to fall in love with. She's the type of person that sees endless options and avoids getting deeply emotional with a person. Signs of a cushioner are hiding their phone from you, flirting with others in public, and lying about who they're talking to. So if you're looking for a committed and monogamous relationship, anyone that treats you like this is not the one.
That's right, you better tell them, Lonnie.
Good.
Beware of the cushioner. They are a waste of time. Now, lastly, we got a letter from What Are We Doing Here? She says, ready for this?
Yes. Come on.
She's been dating a cutie for about 5 months. She thinks things are going well, but every time she tries to get clarification on their relationship status, to her dismay, her boob daddy hits her with the, oh, we're just hanging out line. Tamara, is this guy into her or not?
This is straight out of the Player's Handbook, Chapter 17, page 588.
Come on, tell him.
He's avoiding DTR, and DTR stands for defining the relationship. He's not defining the relationship because he's not looking for a relationship. Similar lines, a guy or girl like this will feed someone are, let's not think about it, or let's just see where this goes naturally. They'll even dismiss your questions by saying that you're overreacting. But it's always important to see where you stand with someone, so don't fall for it.
That's right.
And my advice is to avoid this person at all costs, but keep in mind that just because a person doesn't want to commit is not your fault. And you can't change someone if they don't want to change.
Let them know.
The best thing you can do for yourself is walk away. Remember, there's plenty of fish in the sea.
If you end up deciding to break it off with your man, you're definitely gonna be trying to put yourself out there and date a little. And with that comes the dreaded first date.
Oh my gosh.
Who does?
People are often nervous on a first date, and so unfortunately, they don't always make the best first impression. But how many chances do you think you should give someone before you give up on them and move on? I tend to think I'm very generous. I usually give them about 3 dates, because I always think,
that's
I know, I'm really,
If they were
Yes,
back on the first
I swear
date.
to God, you
if
guys.
If breath stunk on the first date.
I
If there was
didn't.
no
I gave
chemistry.
a guy who had bad breath on the second date a third date. That's how nice I am,
Is
because I
breath
thought,
like the
okay, well
first and
maybe.
second?
Huh? No, it didn't stink on the third date. I just didn't like them on the third date.
Oh.
But so if it's not working on the first date, I just think, okay, well maybe he's nervous.
Yeah.
If it's not working on the second date, I just say, okay, well maybe that was just a warm up. So if I'm not feeling it on the third date, that's when I say, I'm sorry, it's just not working.
Like that?
Yeah,
say it like
just
that.
like that, just like that. What about you?
Okay,
She's a
you
shot.
guys are gonna think I'm crazy.
Okay.
I don't go on dates with people I don't know.
Okay.
What do you, so you always
Oh, you've already
know.
spent time with them.
Everybody I've ever dated, I hung out with them, I knew them in like a group of friends, and then I would be like, dang, I really like his personality. I wanna go on a date with him. Like,
That's actually wise.
yeah,
You're not
I would
wasting your time.
get to meet them, spend time, and then I would be like, or, you know, literally if I had a friend who had a friend, I liked the person, then I would be like, yo, your friend is cute, like, can you hook me up? I want to go on a date with them. And then I would go on a date with them, and then I didn't have to go through the, do I like him or not like
Yeah.
him? Is he awkward? Is he not? I've already hung out with him.
But let's talk, right, so let's talk about first impressions.
You think that some of these dating sites now have group activities?
Yes, yes.
I believe in the group activities. Hang out in the group and pick the dude out in the group that you already see has a swag that you're into, has a vibe that you're into, and then you could be like, I want to go on a date with you.
But to me, that's like you're competing now. You know, it's like, because what if somebody like, you know, me and you picking two, you know, I'm going to get the dude. You know, he ain't going to look, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the dude. What if he want to get with you? He wasn't for me, okay?
No, but I'm saying, what if we both like the same dude? Now we competing, see?
No.
But isn't that what dating is? You kind of.
But I'm talking about going out on a group date. I'm saying if you give me some one-on-one time, I'm gonna try to make you mine, right?
Yeah,
you know
but
what I'm saying?
that's no. Can I be honest though? Yo, I appreciate that. I feel like if he really was into you,
Yes.
I low-key would be like, yo, get him, Lonnie. Yeah, you got this, boo. But like, if the dude instead was like playing more towards me, I'd be like, yo.
Yes. Yes.
Some women, you guys, some grown women have dreams of their own. Now, according to truelovedates.com, lots of women are falling in love with the idea of someone who doesn't really exist. Now,
Let's be real.
this
Let's be
is
real.
real, you guys. You know, they create a story about someone they don't actually know. They find themselves living in a world of fantasy. You know, we have conversations with our single girlfriends where they're like, okay, this is the kind of guy I want. He's gonna have this kind of job. He's gonna make this amount of money.
gonna be
He's
this
gonna
tall.
look this way.
Yep.
He's gonna
Yeah.
got this
The height.
tall. He's gonna come from this city. Now, some women continue to believe in the idea of finding a man who has everything. Everything that's on their list, exactly what they dreamed
Yep.
of. But they might be missing out on the guy who has some of it, who might actually be
The right
everything
person
they
for
ever
them.
needed.
Yeah.
So, okay, I have this weird analogy that I've tried to give to some of my single girlfriends. Okay, have you guys ever done Airbnb or like Zillow or been looking for an apartment on one of those sites where they have a filter, they ask you what it is you want, how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, any amenities you might want, like a pool, that sort of thing, a backyard, a porch, okay. And then you fill it out, you fill everything out, and then you press results. And for everything that you wanted, 10 results comes up. And you go through all of those and none of those really work. And you're like, what can I do to get more options? You have to change your filters. There's a message in this, I swear I'm going somewhere. Now, if I'm honest, when I got out of my last relationship, I was saying, I will never date somebody that has kids. With next guy I date, he'll never be married before. Like all these
you
things.
said that.
I want him to be at least 6 feet tall.
Yep, she said that.
And I actually ended up with someone that had more children than my last relationship.
Yeah.
Okay? And he is hands down the best thing that has ever happened to me.
Yeah.
The message is, and he ain't 6 feet tall either. I love you, baby.
Yeah, he ain't 6 feet.
I
was gonna say that.
The great thing is, you guys, I have so many girlfriends that are missing out on so many options out there because they have their mind stuck on something very specific. And maybe that's not what God has for you. Maybe if you just open up the blinders just a little bit, date outside of your race.
Date outside your
And it's something we don't talk about. But you and I had the conversation.
Yeah, we did. You put Adrian.
What?
No.
Yeah, date outside of your race. Date a different age. You might say, okay, 40 is my limit. What if he's 41? What if he's 45?
Ooh, go
grown in sex.
No, this is real.
You gotta be real.
Yes.
But Adrian, you gotta understand though, we live in a society where we want the ballers and shot callers, okay?
Okay, but
I'm with you though, Lonnie.
so gotta give somewhere. That baller might not be 6 feet. That really successful man might be over 50.
He might be a tennis
And you
player
have
instead
to
of that
deal
type
with
of
the
baller.
ballers and shot callers, lifestyle too, Lonnie.
Exactly.
Just saying.
It's not just the
we're gonna be
ballers
real.
and the shot callers. They want the ballers and the shot caller money. They want to be stay-at-home thoughts. Like nobody. Like
Now, wait a minute.
I was gonna say stay-at-home mom,
Don't
but
talk
then
about
they
Lonnie
don't
like
want
that.
kids. Neither. They just want to
that's
stay
the
home and
reality
be able
of
to
it.
swipe the card when they want
Yeah.
stuff. I have plenty of friends that are like that. They be like, and I'm gonna have this Chanel bag, and I'm having. I'm like,
Exactly.
and you just not gonna do nothing at all.
But my whole point
that's
in bringing this up is to talk about how society, I think, is formulating in young women's minds
Yes.
what is acceptable from a man. And what you're saying, and I think what all of you, and I think what you guys exemplify is that maybe your man is not perfect, okay?
At
he
all.
wasn't maybe, everything on your list.
He's not what society would want for me.
What are you talking about, Jeannie? Can we talk about it on daytime TV?
Wait, with the
No.
milkshake?
Wait,
We're
no.
surprised because over here, I just on the north side over here, my sister doesn't. On the north side over here, my sister doesn't know what the milkshake is when you bring it to the yard. Can somebody tell?
I
her
know
what it
that
is?
song. My milkshake brings other boys to the yard.
No,
Damn right.
stop,
It's
Tam,
better than
stop.
yours. But, right?
Stop, Tam, stop.
But-
It's
but-
not,
but
it's
what-
something
The
different.
milkshake.
What is it?
Milk, I don't know.
That,
Anyway,
Exactly.
no.
Have you ever heard of a milkman?
No,
you
it
guys.
is milkshake.
I think we are definitely stepping into radio.
Okay, milkshake is that's what it means.
Oh.
Yes. that's
I
why
never
told you
knew that.
stop.
I never knew neither.
And that is the result. What the hell? That is the milkshake.
That's why I'm trying to tell. See, you need to listen to me when I tell you stop saying stuff.
Okay.
Stop saying stuff.
Okay.
I love this show. Lesson learned.
Okay, but with that said, I do think it's important to.
Yeah.
All right, women in dating.
Yes.
I'll start with myself for an example.
Okay.
A lot of the times we don't realize that we actually have created negative patterns for ourselves as well.
Yes.
I know for me, Miss Goody Goody Two Shoes girl, I was always attracted to like the pretty bad boy.
Oh.
But I
And
didn't
what
really.
happened?
Well,
I promise you that's a joke. That's a joke.
Adam is not a bad boy.
he's not a bad boy. That's the
Yeah,
point.
that's
I
what
did
I
not
meant.
marry a bad boy. But what happened was our relationships never ended right. I mean, I not only got burned, I talk about it all the time, I got burnt.
Don't
So-
say that either. Really? What the hell? Guys. What does that mean? Don't say that. You said I got burned and I got burnt. That means you got an STD. You didn't know. Tamara did not have any burning sensation.
I do not.
She was not burnt.
Correction.
No burning sensation.
Correction. Shade room. I did not, or nor do I do not have an STD. What I mean
She
by
did not
that
have
is-
the burning
Okay,
sensation.
Let me
She
explain.
didn't need a cream for the burn.
I get it from my mom. This is a saying she used to tell me. You play with fire, you're gonna get burned. So that's what I mean.
Okay.
I play with fire.
Break it down. Clarify.
I'm not gonna talk anymore.
We love this.
I gotta fix it. They don't think
Okay.
you needed a cream for the burn.
Okay, so moral of the story is
Yes.
I realized that I was codependent on trying to fix a guy. Do you know what I mean? I liked the fact that this guy needed me, for help.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that that was a pattern, you guys, that I had for more than a year. And I was wondering, why am I always ending up alone in this situation? It never, ever works out. So that's when I realized that when a man shows you who they are, you better believe it.
Believe that. Thank you, Oprah.